However, in TCM, we differentiate different type of cold and flu by the symptom that the patient manifests. And for instance, what I just said, the runny nose, slight headache, and the patient is not sweating and feverish, then we use the expelling cold method. First of all, I want to do a PSA. If you never tried Chinese medicine, I think cold and flu will be one of the conditions I recommend you to try. The reason why is because Chinese medicine has a long history in treating cold and flu or any type of upper respiratory infection. We have a classic called Sanghanlun. So this classic kind of tells us the protocol of treating the external pathogen, how the external pathogen invade our body, and the symptom and how we can treat from there, and then support the body to become healthy again. So if you never try, if you're someone that rely on fever suppressant to treat the cold and flu, and you are always interested in trying this medicine, I think starting with this condition will give you a very good perspective of how it works. Let's start with the cause of cold and flu. In Chinese medicine, it doesn't matter what kind of bacteria or virus surrounding us. Only in conventional medicine we will differentiate the bacteria or viral infection. But in Chinese medicine, they are all grouped as external pathogen. So when the external pathogen basically is everywhere. However, for the external pathogen to invade our body and cause problem, it depends on how strong we are internally, what you would call the righteous qi, the strength of, and it depends on the strength of qi. So the stronger we are inside, the less likely for the pathogen to invade us and cause problem. So the cold and flu, even though they all cause some upper respiratory or lower respiratory symptoms, it still doesn't matter in Chinese medicine. How we treat a cold and flu it depends on how strong the qi inside and what channel it is being affected. Like for instance, if you catch a common cold, you have runny nose, kind of sore throat, and a very light headache, it's more like an external cold. If there's cold in the house, we definitely want to warm up the house, right? And then open the door, and then the stagnant air going out, and then close the door and warm the house. It's exactly the same. So we will use acupuncture to open up the pore so that the patient can start sweating, and then we will use herbs to help the body's immune system to boost and then warm up so that we can expel the cold. However, in TCM, we differentiate different type of cold and flu by the symptom that the patient manifests. Like for instance, what I just said, the runny nose, slight headache, and the patient is not sweating and feverish, then we use the expelling cold method. So it's more external cold. And we also see in other patients that they have really high fever and they are not sweating, and all the symptoms seems to be more like more severe than just external cold. Then this will be more heat toxin. There's also another type of cold and flu that the patient is sweating a lot and they are having headache and they feel kind of tired all the time, and it's more cold than fever. Then this is more of the imbalance, disharmony between the external and the internal. And what about something in between? So there's a syndrome we call Shaoyang syndrome, which is kind of like in between cold and hot, internal, external. So the patient can feel like kind of alternating fever and chill, and it's never well, and also like it affected appetite and the mood. So when it's outside, like externally, you will have more of the feverish, more of the upper respiratory symptom like running nose, headache, like everything is higher on top. And then when it's starting to affect your mood, like, oh, I feel kind of depressed, or I don't feel like eating. In Chinese medicine, we think of it that's more external. If someone has that kind of symptom, we call it like in between external and internal, and that would be different. At home remedy, you don't have to distinguish what's going on. Just remember, boost your immune system, strengthen your qi. How do we do that? By eating good quality food. So usually if me or my family, got cold and I don't have anything around me to treat them, I will start with lemon water, because those are not just refreshing, but also it's a detox. In Chinese medicine, it's actually a very good detox. And then I will use also food like bone broth with ginger and spices, kind of warm the body up, because you need some warmth to activate the immune system or strengthen the immune system, so that you can expel the pathogen, and also keep the body warm and keep the air circulating are also very important as well. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow me, and I'll see you soon.